Yo, what is going on, everybody? Welcome back to episode 2 of NBA 2k19 expansion rebuild. We just simulated to the end of, I guess, the 2018 to 2019 season, which was this last NBA season. So MVP was Giannis. Rookie of the year was Luka Doncic. Sixth man of the year was Lou Williams, averaging 20 points. Jesus Christ. I thought he was a starter for them. Defensive player of the year, Kawhi Leonard. No surprise there. Most improved player, D'Angelo Russell. I think that's pretty well deserved, actually. Let me turn up my... I don't know if you guys can hear that. Maybe that's a little better. Okay. Coach of the year, Mike Malone. So those were the awards. Here it goes, the All-NBA teams. Harden, Curry, Giannis, Paul George, and Jokic. That's pretty accurate for the first team. Second team had Westbrook, Lillard, LeBron, Kawhi, and Cat. Okay, I mean, all right. John Wall, Trae Young. What? Trae Young? Luka Doncic. Okay, I don't know about these two. I think Vucevic has been playing good this year, but where's my boy Anthony Davis? And he needs to get replaced with. I mean, we could put any of these four names right here over him. Let's go with Donovan Mitchell. Forwards. Durant. Why is Durant not on the All-NBA team? Neither was Embiid. Okay, now we really got to fix this up a little bit. That's insane. Okay. All defensive team. I won't be fixing these up every time. I just feel like for this season we kind of have to give it correct because I don't know, by the time this video comes out maybe the awards are already out. I have no idea. I don't think so. I am planning to release this series as of this recording. It's March 24th. So I think it's gonna come out sometime in April, maybe May. So we'll see how that goes. Here it goes, the all rookie teams as well. We don't have anybody on any of these lists, of course. If you guys missed the last episode, here's what our expansion team does look like. So interesting. We're gonna keep Boban for another year. We got Iguodala for another year, and I think we re-signed someone else, as well, but I don't remember who it was. Maybe I think it was Shumpert actually. And here, wow, what? No way! The Virginia Storm made it to the playoffs. What the hell was their record? They had a 39-43 record. Well, they were tied. They could have been out of the playoffs very easily, but they had 39 wins in their first year. That's insane. I barely had 25. What's their starting lineup? I mean, they're in the East, so that's right. They did have Isaiah, Tyreek. I know they got Rondo on the bench. That's a team that could make the playoffs, I think. I think they built a good first-year team. I'm building a team for the future. I'm making sure we're not trapped. You know what I mean? I don't think they're trapped either, but injury report, man. Jared Allen was out for the season. Hopefully he can regroup off of that. The participants in the All-Star game, I guess that's just the same as real life. Upcoming free agents, which we could potentially be involved in some of this. If we can bring a big name to Kansas City, then So right now on the salary cap, we're gonna, I guess, either have 43. Maybe we'll have 91 million. Is that how that works? I think it might be 91 million. So that would be insane. We also have prospect scouting. A lot of these guys are at 100 now. Zion, good on-ball defender. His ceiling is Chris Bosh, which was, okay. 23 and 13 he's averaging, which is insane. So if we do end up with the third pick, the crazy thing is we're not even the worst team. So by mock draft standards, we're not the worst. We're the second worst. And man, imagine being the Mavericks with Luka Doncic and Kristaps Porzingis and having a worse record than my team. That doesn't have Luka, that doesn't have Dirk. Their starting center is Boban. Their starting point guard is Jeremy Lin. No offense, Jeremy Lin, he's a good player, but you see what I mean. Like, I don't understand. There's also another team that had a worse record than us. That was the New York Knicks. No surprise there. They actually have a decent roster overall wise. I mean, if what was the team that made it? If the Virginia Storm could make it with it looks like no 80 overalls. Look at the Knicks have an 80 overall. They got two. They have 85. They have 80 off the bench. Mitchell Robinson's a monster. Kevin Knox is a monster. There's a lot of monsters on this team. So I don't know what their deal was. I don't know why they did only get 23 wins. I mean, they won their last game, which is, you know, whatever. So here is the playoffs. If I have to predict, I'm going to say the finals is going to be the Warriors and the Milwaukee Bucks. That's my prediction. The Celtics never seem to win for some reason. So let's see how it goes. I'm looking forward to seeing who's going to take this one home. Philly, I think. Oh, I was going to say, I think they're going to sweep the Storm. But the Storm's actually up 2-1 right now. 3-1. Okay, 3-2. Maybe I'm crazy. Okay, Game 7. Oh, my God. They won in Game 7. Hold on. Stop the presses. Stop. Joel Embiid had 18 and 16. Okay, this was in Game 7. They won by 10 in Game 7. Tyreek had 18. I guess they just have so many options, like so many role players that they make a cohesive team that's, you know, getting buckets, I guess, on the 76ers. Man, the 76ers will go down in history as the first team to lose to an expansion team in their first year. Not only their first year, but their first year in the playoffs. And it went down in 7 games. And to be honest, that's insane because Philly is the first seed. They're the first. So I don't know how the game, because there's no other Game 7s that happened in round 1. Look, the Warriors swept, Minnesota damn near swept, Houston damn near swept. The Nuggets and Phoenix, I don't know why that was so close. I don't know how the Phoenix made the playoffs either. On the back of Devin Booker, I guess. In the West, which really throws me off. There should be some other teams in there. I don't think Minnesota should be in the playoffs either. Everyone else looks solid. The Celtics damn near swept the Wizards. John Wall had 32. Kyrie in the last game had 43 in, I guess, their Game 5. Milwaukee swept the Cavs. How the hell did the Cavs make it? Damn, that's how the Cavs made it. Colin Sexton with 30 points. Cedi Osman had 15. Zizek's playing nice. Kevin Love just didn't step up, I guess, in that game because in the game before he had 22 and 11. The Raptors swept the Indiana Pacers. I don't say the Toronto Pacers. Kawhi had 28 in the last game. Marc Gasol, yeah, I don't know who's going to beat that team now that I'm thinking about it. Well, they're down 2-0, never mind. Hopefully Boston can beat the Storm. Let's continue this. Now I'm curious. Now I'm more invested in the playoffs. I know I'm not in it. Okay, Storm got swept. That's crazy that they beat the first seed, though. I guess they were just a good matchup for them. No way, Minnesota wins. Okay, Minnesota took the Warriors to 7 games off of Derrick Rose's back. Because, you know, Wiggins wasn't stepping up for that. Milwaukee did beat Toronto, and Boston did win. So this looks like a kind of sort of maybe realistic Eastern and Western Conference Finals. If you guys think Boston's gonna go to the Eastern Conference Finals, I don't personally think so. I know they're a top contender. Oh my God, I thought the Rockets were gonna get swept. Boston might come up with a win here, so it's gonna be Boston and Golden State. It looks like, yes. Okay. Wow. Well, my prediction was half right. I got the West right. The Warriors had 64 wins this year. The Celtics start off with 1 win, 2 wins, okay, 3 wins. Oh my God. They almost blew a 3-1 lead, but God damn, the Celtics are the NBA champions. Kyrie averaged 31 and 5. So in a 7-game series, the last game, I guess was sort of close. The Celtics got off to a good first quarter though, so that's why. And their stat box is just stuffed with a bunch of different players. So kudos to the Celtics for pulling through. Let's see who retired this year. Vince Carter, Dirk Nowitzki, Zach Randolph, Jason Terry, Manu Ginobili. I don't think anyone on our team retired, which I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Dirk, Dwayne, and Vince Carter, thank God they all retired. Sometimes in my leagues they don't retire, and I don't know why. But now they all retired, so it's cool. I think Vince is coming back for 1 more year. Maybe I should have. Can I reverse that? I can't reverse that. Okay. Well, I guess it's not the worst thing in the world. We're not gonna die that Vince Carter, even though he'll be in the league next year. So some retirements of the jerseys. Manu got his jersey retired as well. Implement a possession arrow rule to be used in place of a jump. No, it's okay. Rejected. It's okay. I think we're good off that stuff for now. So the Virginia Storm is in the southeast. I've never seen this. I guess I'm in the northwest with the Jazz, the Nuggets, Timberwolves and the Trailblazers, which is just playoff central when it comes to teams. So it's gonna be tough getting out of there. I mean, I'd rather be in here than the hard Southwest. I know has some, the Rockets, obviously Spurs, I guess the Thunder and all that. Pacific would be a little bit challenging too, maybe just because the Warriors, Lakers, if they get better. But let's go to the draft lottery. Like I said, I think we have the third best odds, which we do. Okay. Welcome to the 2019 draft lottery. I'm personally scared. So now there's 16 teams in the draft lottery since we added us and the other team that's not even in the lottery this year, which is insane. So fingers crossed that we don't lose our position. Number 16 goes to Detroit. Number 15, I think everything's probably going to stay the same. I mean, it'd be crazy now that there's 16 teams if there was a team to go from 16 to 1. You know what I mean? So far, so good. We do, I think, have, the projected third pick. So if we can stay in top 3, it's going to suck if a team leapfrogs in the top 3 because that decreases our chances of staying, especially if we are team number 3. Then we'd be projected to go number 4 unless, one of the other top 3 teams bounces out of the top 3. So fingers crossed. I think this draft is very top heavy. RJ Barrett, Zion, John Morant. Those are some really good names. Cam Reddish, obviously. I do think there are some sleepers in this class, but I don't think there's as many sleepers as 2018 and 2017. So I'm not holding my breath for any late first-round draft picks. I think I only have the one. I usually like to stack up on them for the recent draft classes, but for this one, I think I'm just going to stick with the one and then try to maneuver some stuff in free agency. Obviously, make some trades. Try to make this a whole new team going into next year. Oh, it looks like we have our first move up. The Hornets have leapfrogged into the top 3 from number 6. So I think that moves us to number 4. No, that actually moves us to number 5. So the Bulls have leapfrogged into the top 3. What is going on right now? Why did I get number 5? Top 5, I guess I'll take it. I definitely wanted to get in the top 3. Maybe we can package it to a team that would be willing to move down. A la Boston Celtics, if you guys remember how the Celtics finessed the hell out of the 76ers. Got another draft pick, and they got Jason Tatum out of the deal. So it looks like the Dallas Mavericks will pick number 3. They were the worst team in the West. Hopefully they can get someone to pair with Luka and Dirk. That pick is top 5 protected. I think if it goes over top 5, the Hawks get it. And the second pick goes to the Hornets. So Kemba hopefully gets another star next to him, and that means, wow, the Chicago Bulls, almost 10 years exactly after they drafted Derrick Rose with the first pick, they now get the first pick in the 2019 draft. Obviously, this isn't probably what's going to happen in real life. I mean, you never know, but let's also get a new coaching staff. I don't like the coaching staff I have now. It's very average, very I'd rather have, if they have bad stats, I'd rather have them have good potential as well. This guy is a business, so we'll keep him around. Assistant GM. Look at this guy right here. Well, he's got one offer, but let's give him, let's make it sound good to him. Let's go for 400K. As for a head coach, I see a lot of people hire this Michael Stauffer guy, but he's kind of player generated. I don't know if there's any coaches that aren't player generated. I'd like to pick a coach that's an actual coach. So I don't think any of these guys here are actual coaches. I'm gonna go with this guy right here, Jacob Underwood. His coach offense is A+, which is insane because his system is defense, and his defense is a B-, and he has good potential. So we'll give him $4 million. Hopefully we have enough money to go around. Assistant coach, I don't know if it all applies to a certain position or not in terms of the budget, so I guess we'll find out in a second. I'm gonna give him about $670. Assistant coach, let's go with this. Oh, he's not interested. Okay. Oh, I'm in head scout. Why am I looking in assistant coaches? Head scout. Here we go. I don't know why because I figure when you sort on a certain category, it should give you that option first, like head scouts first. Jesus, Cuba Gooding Jr. Has 13 offers from God knows what teams. I don't know. I guess we'll go with this guy. Like I said, potential is kind of my thing. If you got good potential, you're gonna be good in a couple years. So a couple years, that's when we should be at our peak. You'll be at your peak. I think that's a perfect timing type thing. Sean Lee, let's bring in Sean Lee as our trainer. Hopefully these guys sign too. This isn't a guaranteed thing. I mean, I know I'm trying here. Okay. So they're all mulling their offers right now. Only one person has another offer. That's Daniel Davis. And now he's tentative to sign because now he has 4 offers. But everyone else signs, which is cool. They exceed their staff budget. What? How is that even possible? It's probably this damn head coach. Well, we need the head coach. I guess we could sign a cheaper assistant coach. Oh my god, even with that, we're okay. Let's okay, well, it looks like for some reason we could only get the head coach. So now we need to start back from square one. Assistant GM. I don't think we can offer that guy again. Let's go for David Ellis. Let's give him 330K. Assistant coach. It's by potential. Okay. Assistant coach. Let's try Zimmerman. Head scout. I don't want anyone that has a bunch of offers, so I'm kind of avoiding that. I guess Sherman. Okay. Trainer. Let's try this guy. Okay. I think so the only guy tentative is this guy. I think everyone else should be okay. Wait, actually I think he's good now. So would we rather have him than they both have good potential, so I'm gonna stick with this guy even though the other guy's cheaper, but that guy had better stats. So I think this is gonna be our staff for the future. Obviously not the best in terms of skill at the moment, but they do have all good potential. So we have them all for 4 years except for the CFO. So I think that should be okay. Draft combine. Let's just go straight to the draft. I'm ready for it. Jaden McDaniels, like, he was hurt. I kind of want to see if I could possibly trade up in this draft. So who has the first pick? Is it still going? Can I pause it? Pause it. Okay, there we go. The first pick went to... So the Knicks have the 4th pick. They'd probably want to keep that. The Hornets, I mean, might be interested in trading down if they can get a star. I don't really have a star, though. The Bulls, I don't think we're going to trade up that pick. I think if Zion goes to the Bulls, that's insane. The Mavericks, I don't think we'll trade that up. I think the most likely team is the Hornets, but I don't think there's anything we can get. We could try maybe the Lakers, their 12th pick. No, okay, we can't even get a 12th pick. We could drop down to the 7th pick, but I think at that point we should just probably stay at the 5th pick then. So let's just see how this draft goes. I'm pretty curious how this draft is going to go. Zion goes to the Bulls. So one of our matchups this year, we got to play the Bulls. We got to see how they play. I don't know how that's going to work down low now that they got Laurie, and they got Zion, and they got Wendell Carter. But, I mean, could work for them. The Hornets, I think that's a good pick right there. RJ Barrett. I know Ja Morant's the 2nd best in the whole college scene, but I don't know. RJ Barrett is a bucket getter. He gets buckets. That's just what he does. The Mavericks get Ja Morant. That's actually, oh my God. This draft so far is so perfect because Ja Morant to the Bulls. I mean, besides Zion to the Bulls, Ja Morant to the Mavericks is pretty good with Luka and Kristaps. The Knicks get Keldon Johnson, who I'm a big fan of Keldon Johnson. So that means I could most likely walk out of here with Cam Reddish. I don't think there's another prospect better than Cam Reddish on the board right now. So let's take a look. So they have Bobo ranked 5th, DeAndre Hunter ranked 4th. He actually has a really good overall. So if we go by overalls, obviously DeAndre Hunter has a 79, which is insane. I don't know what his potential looks like, but his ceiling's not that great. I don't know if his potential is all that good. Let's take a look. So his potential is 83, which is good. Darius Garland, who is a point guard / shooting guard, 79 overall. So he could come in right away and make an impact on this team. His potential is actually 87. Oh my gosh. So I think I'm going to go with him unless Cam Reddish shows me something. Because I know Cam. I like Cam. I like using Cam. He's got an 86. Small forward, shooting guard. We also got Nas Little too. So if we want to really widen our options, Nas Little has 87 potential. So we could probably even take him over Cam, even though Cam actually longer wingspan, listed height 6'9", and his 3 is only a 74 right now. But I think that should go up. I mean, but I think I'm gonna go with. This is tough. I heard Jarrett Culver's pretty good as well. His open shot mid-range, damn, 89. How's his potential looking? 78. Okay. So I think DeAndre Hunter had a really good potential, 83. Well, it was Darius Garland who threw me off, wasn't it? 87. Okay. So I think I'm going to go with Darius Garland. I think he's going to be our starting point guard. I know a lot of you would probably say to take Cam Reddish, but I think in terms of what we need and the potential that he carries, we'd probably would even take Nas Little over Cam, but I'm gonna go with Darius Garland. I think he'd be a good face of the franchise. We need a point guard to lead these first couple years. I think that's an important thing to have. And I don't think we have another first round pick. I'm just kind of curious to see. The Hawks got Kobe White. Really? You guys don't want Cam? See, maybe I'm not crazy for not picking Cam. See, if the Magic don't get Cam, I know they need a point guard. I'm sorry I took Darius Garland, but if you guys don't take Cam, you guys are just, oh my God, they didn't take Cam. I knew they weren't gonna take Cam. I mean, this guy's good too. I've heard that name before. Nick. I don't even know how to pronounce that. Alexander Walker. I guess I'll just call him. He isn't the fastest player or the strongest player or the best shooter. So there is your. Oh my God. Okay, that's a good pickup for the Clippers. I'm just waiting for my boy Cam to get drafted. Maybe he's going to Miami. That's a good team for him. Miami, he could be the new, face of Miami. They do need a new big name there. Come on, Miami. Pick my boy. Jarrett Culver. Wow. So Cam is going to be the Michael Porter Jr. of this draft. And he is just going to slip and slip and slip as it seems. Maybe the Celtics will pick him. Celtics pick Nas Little. Man, maybe he'll fall to my Lakers. I got to see Cam get picked. This is a must for me. That's crazy that Nas Little going to the Celtics. That's a good pickup for them. I think they should have definitely went with a different position, though. They're kind of full at forwards at the moment. The Spurs, of course, Spurs take Bobo. That's a project for them that they don't mind waiting for. They had Boban on their team at one point, so Spurs like the tall guys. That's a fact. Lakers, please, Cam, come on. Jackson Hayes. Is he? He plays for Texas, so he must be something, right? 6'11". I mean, come on. Let's see if he go. Cam Reddish is gonna go to the Pelicans. It seems falls all the way to number 13. That's crazy. He's gonna pair up with Anthony Davis, and looks like we have another draft pick in the second round. I know there's some sneaky second rounders in here, so we're gonna take a look at him. Luka Samanic is actually ranked number 16 on the 2K big board, so he should have been taken a long time ago. Seems like his stock fell a little bit, which is interesting. He's a stash player who's currently overseas, so we can sign him, but he won't be available for a year. He's going to play overseas, and then he's going to come to us, so maybe that's a blessing in disguise. I'm not sure. I don't know if there's anyone else. Tyler Hero kind of stands out to me. I do know who Tyler Hero is. He averaged 18 points in college. I know his 3 game should be kind of nice. Shamori Pons? I think I've heard that name. I know I've heard Pons before. A tour maker. Marcus Howard. Who, I mean, we already have a point guard. Is somebody really mowing the lawn out there? If you guys can hear someone mowing the lawn, I apologize. Marcus Howard. Who is a baller. If we have another second round pick, I'll take him. Jonte Porter, shout out my man. Hope you get better. He retore his ACL. This guy really just can't catch a break. Frank Howard, this dude is fast. That's all I know. I know his speed is like 90 something. Tyus Battle is good as well. I'm surprised it's so deep. I think I'm gonna take Luka Samanic. He is from Croatia. 6'10". We won't be able to get him, like I said, till next year. But I think that's, having one of those Euro players on the team could, either be a win-lose. I mean, you might as well take a chance in this league. Zion went to the Bulls. That's insane. So we're gonna retain our rights. We're gonna keep him. He's a 68 overall now. He's gonna be spend one more year overseas. So maybe he had a 32-point game, I guess. 15 rebound game. So he once played 49 minutes. That's what's up. Garland had 34 in his college career, 1 point, 13 assists. So I'm excited for this team going forward. I don't think I'm going to accept Kyle Korver's option. I think I'm going to let him walk and be a free agent. I will accept semis, though. Let's see. Who declined? Kevin Durant declined, Kyrie Irving declined, and Jimmy Butler declined. So we could look to make a move on one of those guys. Julius Randle also declined. I'd actually really like to have Julius Randle on my team. Now that I'm saying it out loud, I love Julius Randle so much. I'm a Lakers fan, if you guys don't know. So really sad when we let him go. I think I'm not going to take back wait, was he the one with the good potential? I won't take back Billy Preston. I signed Billy Preston to a little contract because I liked him. I believe in college he was a monster, but he doesn't really do much for us. So we'll keep Luke Cornett and Kostas. Hopefully Kostas can develop into Giannis, or maybe, something, a poor man's Giannis, which we would take. Cap room, we currently have 38 million, so I don't think we can really, try to get Kevin Durant. I guess we can't get my boy Julius Randle either. Could we swing something for him if it's maybe a flat and give him a player option? I mean, you know what? Let's offer it to. That could be our star player. So, what do we really need? Obviously, we could sign a good point guard, like maybe try to get a Kyrie or a Kemba Walker. But I think Darius Garland needs this year to kind of get used to playing in the NBA. So maybe we could start him. We do need a new shooting guard. We probably need a small forward. I don't really want Iggy starting. Jeremy Grant is fine, I think, for starting. If we do get Julius Randle, obviously Grant would go to the bench, but I'm not upset with him starting. Boban, I mean, it's either way with Boban. So let's go back to this list. Let's see. I thought that was Al Jefferson. Okay, so these guys are asking for the most money, but the best overall players. Let's try to give a contract to maybe D'Lo would be nice. I know, like I said, we have a point guard though. He doesn't match our system at all. KD really matches our system. I guess we could offer this. I don't think he'd want to come to Kansas City. Maybe I'm just being too. Jimmy Butler's got 0 offers. Who offered KD? Now I'm curious. Now that I've seen the offers. So the Sixers, the Warriors, the Storm. Okay, now we have to offer him a contract. The Storm offered him a contract. It's on now. KD, consider yourself offered. Well, I mean, we offered the same deal, but he has 3 points less interest. Maybe Kansas City just isn't for him. I don't know. Who offered Kyrie a contract? The Clippers, the Pacers, the Jazz, and the Celtics. The Pacers definitely offered the less, because 3 years, but he always goes to the Pacers for some reason in my league. So I hope to see him, maybe resign with the Celtics or maybe Jazz or something. Like I said, Jimmy Butler's got no contract offers. Jimmy Buckets. We could, it doesn't hurt just to offer him something. Kemba Walker has the contract from the Hornets. Porzingis might go to the Suns, but he's restricted, so I'm pretty sure the Mavericks would match, especially considering how they're offering him more money anyways. Klay Thompson could go to the Hawks, it seems like. It seems like him and Trae Young could be the new Splash Brothers. Maybe go to the Lakers, maybe, if he wants a 3-year deal instead. So these free agents, there's some good stuff that can come out of this. Let's simulate through this. Okay, Jimmy Butler agrees to a deal with us. We sign our first big free agent. Holy God. Yeah, let's renounce Jeremy. Let's renounce Kyle Korver. Let's keep him. I keep wanting to renounce him. Let's renounce Billy Preston as well. He's on a $4 million. That's easy money to get rid of. We'll keep Trevon Duval. I think he's pretty nice. And then we'll work on the bench afterwards. But wow. Julius Randle, I guess, accepted another offer, either with the Pelicans or the Bucks. I'm guessing the Pelicans. KD accepted another offer. Hopefully not the damn Storm. Well, let's find out. Julius Randle has decided to sign with the okay. Kevin Durant went to the Sixers. Damn. Okay, so it looks like he might not be on our team yet, but it looks like we're gonna get Jimmy Buckets on the team. So Darius Garland, Jimmy Butler. This team's looking pretty nice so far. And now that we signed a big free agent, I think that's a good time to stop this episode. This episode went a little longer than I expected. So if you guys did enjoy this video, please leave a like down on it. As always, I will talk to you guys later.